tails, sending a clear warning to the smaller hyena.
Driven by instinct, the massive grizzly endures the harsh midday sun, a solitary figure in a parched landscape.
Under the scorching sun of the arid savanna, life is harsher than ever. At a small, remaining water hole, a family of spotted hyenas is enjoying precious sips of water. The calm surface reflects the images of the mother and her cubs, creating a rare moment of peace amidst the brutal nature. The innocent, naive hyena cub is unaware that this stillness is merely a fragile facade for the dangers lurking beneath. Suddenly, the ground trembled slightly. From within the dry, dense bushes, a prehistoric monster lunged out. The Komodo dragon, a cold-blooded predator with a rough, armor-like skin, had chosen its target. The hyena cub panicked and fled, its tiny hooves pounding the cracked earth, kicking up clouds of dust. But the speed of this giant reptile was astonishing. In an instant. A powerful collision occurred. The dragon tossed its small prey to the dusty ground. A growl mingled with pained groans. Dust swirled into the air, obscuring the line between life and death. The dragon bared its sharp teeth, sealing the fate of the weaker one. Unyielding, the Komodo dragon coldly dragged the hyena cub across the rough ground. Despair was evident in the little animal's eyes. But maternal love is the most powerful weapon on this savanna. The mother hyena, with her ferocious protective instincts, charged into the fight. Without hesitation, she bit hard into the monster's tail, using all her strength to pull the enemy away from her offspring. A fierce struggle ensued between the two apex predators. Dust billowed over the battle, and roars tore through the air. In the end, the mother's unwavering resolve prevailed, forcing the dragon to release its prey. When the enemy had retreated, the space returned to a mournful silence. The hyena cub lay motionless on the dusty ground, exhausted and in pain. The mother hyena gently approached, nudging her offspring with her nose, as if trying to awaken a faint glimmer of hope. The harsh sunlight shone on its dust-covered fur, vividly portraying the tragedy of survival. The mother hyena's eyes gazed towards the distant horizon, where new challenges awaited, carrying the profound sadness of someone who had just snatched life from the clutches of death, leaving their devastated homeland. The hyena family continued their journey in search of safety. But the savanna never sleeps. Beneath the dry, scorched grass, another threat lurked. The black mamba, Africa's Black Death, appeared. Its glossy black scales reflecting the sunlight like metal. Its forked tongue constantly tapped the air, searching for the slightest vibrations. The encounter was inevitable. The snake raised its body, puffing out its hood menacingly, assuming a deadly attacking posture. The hyena family, though having just survived a near-fatal ordeal, did not back down. Their pack instincts kicked in. Two adult hyenas lunged forward from opposite sides, creating a deadly dance. The snake thrashed and coiled in midair, attempting a fatal bite, but the hyena's coordinated attack overpowered the reptile's speed. They stretched the snake taut, turning predator into prey. When the dust settled, the hyena family stood there, breathless in the twilight, once again demonstrating the power of unity. Just when it seemed peace had returned, fate played a cruel trick. From the horizon, a colossal dark shadow loomed. A massive brown bear, a strange intruder in this land, strode with terrifying authority. It advanced directly toward the bewildered hyena cub. The size difference was immense. The mother hyena, though exhausted, stood protectively in front of her cub, growling a warning to the giant. The bear, undeterred, charged forward at terrifying speed, the ground shaking with each step. A breathtaking chase ensued. Red dust swirled like a sandstorm. The mother hyena risked biting the bear's flank to distract it. But the giant's strength was overwhelming. In a terrifying moment, the bear seized the hyena cub, lifting it off the ground. The cruelty of nature was once again laid bare. The strong always hold the power of life and death. After its hunt, the bear sought out a watering hole to quench its thirst. The setting sun bathed its thick fur in a golden hue, creating a magnificent scene by the water's edge. Each drop of cool water trickled from its snout, providing a brief moment of refreshment. But the water was also a gathering place for the strong. Another Komodo dragon, larger and more ferocious, was approaching. Two rulers of two different worlds, mammals and reptiles, were about to clash. Without warning, the battle erupted instantly. The bear reared up on its hind legs, letting out a deafening roar, and used its clawed paws to strike its opponent. The Komodo dragon was no less formidable, lashing its long tail like a steel whip and delivering deadly bites. Dust, dry branches, and roars mingled together. The two colossal bodies wrestled and rolled on the cracked ground. It was a battle of brute strength against tenacity and spiky armor. Ultimately, with superior strength, the bear pinned the dragon to the ground, asserting its position as the apex predator. The bear was victorious, but not bloodthirsty. It left, abandoning its defeated opponent. Nature always finds a balance. The once ferocious giant now became gentle upon finding a berry bush. It sat down, leisurely enjoying the clusters of ripe berries, savoring the rare sweetness amidst the arid land. Leaving the arid land, the bear sought out a rushing river. The gentle murmur of the water brought the sound of life. It stood silently by the bank, its eyes fixed on the clear water, patiently waiting. The cool water soothed the wounds from its previous battles. Suddenly, a swift pounce. The bear plunged headfirst into the water, creating a spray of white foam. When it lifted its head, a shimmering silver salmon wriggled in its strong jaws. Droplets of water sparkled in the sunlight like diamonds. It trudged onto the green grass, set down its prize, and began its feast. This was